Hello. What's up? I was live. Coffee? Lovely. What's up, guys? It's a not so lovely day. It's raining. It got kind of cold, so it's a mix of cold weather, but not freezing yet. And rain and a lot of clouds, and yeah, it's not nice. It's really not nice. No, good thing is we can enjoy some nice weather and some nice environment and forests and whatsoever in the lovely game of Kingdom Come Deliverance, which we are of course going to continue playing until we finish at least the main story. So, I would say we're just gonna jump in. No need to talk too much today, I think. Just jump into the game and see what we can do. So I believe we need to go and get everything fixed. So you can see armor is like all messed up. So we need to like fix the armor, repair everything. I believe the weapon is also 34, still okay though. Yeah, we need to fix a lot of things, and we also need to heal. I think we are. Where is it? Can we see there? Health 30, so this is the maximum, so we need healing. We need to fix everything here, so we can continue playing and continue leveling. Sorry. Yeah, so we are investigating on what's happened here. Kill the horses and why, and so on and so forth. So this is the mission right now. This is the quest. Yeah, but before we continue, of course, we need to heal up. So I believe we need to go to a bathhouse. I think we're gonna go to Neuhof. Yeah, let's go to Neuhof. I guess they will have one. Because here right now, we can't fight. So I mean, we're injured. If we start fighting now, probably going to die. Can we get the apples? Nope. Where's my horse? Is there one? Ah, they're in the back. Yeah. Wait. Hello, horsey. You know what? We're gonna go to Neuhof, horsey. So next, and then go left. Yeah. Let's go. Neuhof. Straight to the fields, I would say. I hope they have a bathhouse. Oops. So we can heal. And they're fixing all the armor and stuff. Will be also necessary, I guess. Yeah. It's like super expensive. Especially the mayor. And all the heavy armor. Oh. Come on. Where's Neuhof? Yep. Cows are spawning. So, please have a bathhouse. Please have one. Is this Neuhof? Oh, Neuhof is so small. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's like no bathhouse here, I guess. What's this? This is charcoal burners. Yeah, I think we're gonna just go back to Rate and fix everything. Yeah, let's go. Doesn't make sense to fight or do anything with low HP. I think we can also like sleep there and come back next day. Oh, wait a minute. If we sleep, are we going to heal? Should we just try sleeping? I believe there's like no time limit on this quest at least, so.
Hey, lad. Don't you want a little wager on the Ratte tourney?
No. And yeah, I'm just still kind of disappointed that you cannot increase the brightness of the game. So there's like nothing. Game settings like very limited. Graphic settings is nothing. Yeah, we got like all the good stuff. I think we can put this off and not need to see the FPS all the time. But yeah, everything else is just like good. Advanced graphics also nothing. Yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. I guess they done that because, you know, they wanted to, you know, don't want anyone to cheat on the dark parts of the game, like, you know, being in caves or reading only with candlelight. But yeah, still. Oh, that's a quest item. Okay, maybe for later. Food. Aqua Vitalis. Is Aqua Vitalis healing? For 5 minute strikes will unwound you 50% less. So no, that's actually not healing. Cheap wine, fruit, a lot of food. Short Skalitzwaffenrock. Let's put it here in the chest. Weapons. Yeah, just store everything we don't need. Right. Torch, maybe one. Still one. Ash bow. Can we carry the hunting bow? Yeah, we have enough strength now. Always forget about the escape button. So, this one too, so we are not like overweight. And now sleep, and the next day in safe we can actually fix up. Hello Trefold, how are you doing? How's life? Cheers, coffee. We have slept with Lady Stephanie yesterday, so if you missed that part, it was, yeah, strange, to say the least. How was your weekend? Oof. And how was the weather? It's so cold here. Cold and rainy. Not quite nice. Leek? Oh, nice. Leek. So you're playing Aaron, right? I don't want to sleep. I want to wake up. Yeah. Yeah, I was like trying Leek the other day, but I don't know, they changed so many things and it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's like so many effects in the game. Just like, I'm too old, I guess. It's overload of special effects over here. So if we sleep, we also heal. But we're not fully healed, so should we sleep a little bit more? I was actually always enjoying teamfight tactics. Like in the morning, having a breakfast, drinking a coffee, and playing 1-2 games of teamfight tactics. But they have added like so many new mechanics. If you don't play it like every day, I'd feel like kinda lost. Hello, Teresa. Oh, wait a minute. Should we wait? and go walk for a walk with her again. Well, no, I think. Yeah, and I have decided for the next game I'm going to play, I will have a lot of magic. Elves, dwarves, everyone. Like, I'm missing magic already in this game. Why playing this game? Teresa! There she is. Hello.
You look like something the cat dragged in.
Wow, thank you.
Don't you want to do something together again?
I can't now. Come back in the evening, will you?
In the evening this time. Okay. I think we should wash ourselves here. And yeah, fixing all this stuff. Body garments. Yeah, we need fixing. Crap. Come on. Just here, fast travel. Let's go. Let's go and try fixing. Hello, fellas. Chicken. It's kind of leggy. So, where's the tenor? Should be here on the left side. And also alchemy. Nice. Let's also try skilling alchemy.
Onion, all that grows in the ground.
Shut up.
Fresh. Come right up.
Is it here? Yep. Oh, maybe not. Wait. Who? I. Oops. Hello. Hello.
God be with you.
Can you fix
Do
my
you
stuff?
need anything?
She can fix.
Good luck.
Ooh. Oh, that's the armorer. Where's the tenor? Eh? That's the blacksmith, obviously. Cobbler. Weaponsmith. Grindstone. Ooh. Wait a minute. Ah, here. Hello.
God be with you.
Can you fix my stuff? Yeah, nice.
Very well.
Yeah, I would need to fix. Please, could you fix everything? 165. Let's haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
How about 150? How about 150?
Agree?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
160, come on.
You're flaying me here.
Come now, just a little more and we have a deal.
Screw you.
I'll go for that.
Repair my stuff. Oh, reputation gain, nice. Nice. So now to the blacksmith.
That'll even make your man cry like a little laugh. Come and buy some.
So many burgers here. Let's go. Ta-na-na-na-na. Let's go to the blacksmith. Oops. Ooh. Steady boy. Hello. Hello, please fix my stuff.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Yeah. 300. Oh boy, that will be expensive. Oh. The weapon maybe not, but the other parts. Wow, that's expensive. Ah.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
That's expensive. Oh. It's like 350.
Since it's you,
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
360 come.
Finally, a reasonable
nice.
sum.
Oof, that was a lot of gold. Hello, Mr. Bubbles. So, we need to go now. We are fixed up, we are full HP, and we need to go to this location. I think we can just... Yeah, we're just gonna ride from here. Hello, chickens.
yeah.
Come on, speed up. Very nice. Oh, alchemy. I forgot about alchemy again. I kinda want to drink a beer. Playing this game makes me drink, wanted to drink beer. And the cheese. I don't know why. Oh, nice pound. Fisherman, maybe. We're almost there. Come on, boy. Come on. We have to follow the river, right? Okay, it's still a lot.
Yeah.
Come on. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I forgot something. Wait a minute, where is it? Where is it? Oh, that's quite big.
A present!
Wait, let's do some obvious magic here. Yeah, almost. Good enough.
Yeah.
I think I see them. I think I see them. They're on the other side. Let's follow the path here. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. Tuba. Is this the... Yeah, that's the place. That's the place. Hippa. Oh. Come on, come on. Man. And let's come to the camp. Yeah. Is anyone here? Hello. Hello. There's one guy. There is someone. Hello. Hello, good sir.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'm looking for Ginger.
I'm looking for a ginger-haired boy. I hear he's friends with some charcoal burners.
We ain't friends with no redhead.
He works as a stable boy in the stud farm.
I know where that is, but I don't know no one from there. Take care now.
If there's something you want, better ask me first.
Yeah.
God be with you.
Could you help me?
Depends what you want, doesn't it?
I'm looking for Ginger,
Smart
a
ass.
stable boy from Neuhof. They say he ran away and joined up with some charcoal burners he used to hang around with sometimes.
Sorry, there's never been a lad called Ginger around here. You have to try somewhere else.
Okay. Speaking will be 6 only. I hope you're not lying to me. Should we try speaking? The boy is a witness to a murder. I hope you're not lying to me. I'll try speaking.
A murder's been committed at Neuhof, and that boy likely knows who did it. It's vital I find him.
There's been murder aplenty in these parts of late. But that ginger lad really hasn't been here.
There'll be a lot less murdering going on once I bring those bastards to justice. So how about helping me out?
Calm down,
Oh,
man.
nice.
For the love of God. There's been no one like the boy you want round here. But then again, there are other charcoal burners. Try them. You might want to hurry. You're not the first to be asking about him, and the others weren't exactly a noble-looking bunch, although they were generous with their silver.
They didn't happen to say what they wanted him for?
No, but they definitely didn't look like they wanted to invite him to a feast.
Okay, that's the bandits, I guess.
Do you have any idea where else he could have gone?
You said he was friends with the charcoal burners?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'll definitely find some in the forest between Neuhof and Ujetz. There's good spots around there.
But that forest is huge. I could spend weeks searching.
Yeah.
Then follow the river. That's how you found us, isn't it? Where there's charcoal burners, there's always water nearby.
Okay, nice. Cool.
All right, I'll go and ask somewhere else.
Farewell.
Hello, Pebbles. Let's have a look on the map. Oof. It's quite alright. Let's fast travel to Neuhof. And then I think we need just to follow the road, right? Yeah, okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Come on. Speed up. There's like a lot of riding and going from one point to another in this game, I feel. I guess they want you to like experience the environment. Just gonna see if it's getting, you know, if it'll get like any annoying or not in future. For now it's okay, especially because we got the horse, and you also have like the fast travel option. But yeah, we're gonna see. Oh. Ooh, that's a big camp. That's a really big camp. So. Hello. No. Where's the boss? It's this guy, maybe. Hello. Yep.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm looking for Ginger from Neuhof. Do you know anything about him?
I know him. What do you want of him?
There's a few questions I need to ask him.
Well, you'll have to go somewhere else to find him. He doesn't come here much.
I don't know sure though. We could try or find him here too. Are you hiding him here? Or speaking to the boy's witness to a murder?
If you're hiding him here, please reconsider. It's Sir Radzig who sent me to find him. That boy's testimony could help stop more bloodshed.
I
Success.
understand the urgency, lad, but really, he doesn't come here. He's friends with some of the boys over by Townburg.
And where can I find them?
Head west along the river and you'll run into them. Oh, and another thing you might like to know. Other people have been sniffing around here for him. Nasty fellas.
Where did they go? What did they look like?
Oh, they headed off to the west.
Hmm.
But that doesn't mean anything. And they look... Well, one of them came here and asked a lot of questions. And the other one stood off at a distance, scowling. Dressed like murderers, the pair of them.
Hmm.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, the bandits. So they know about him. They know about the boy. Guess we need to fight them very soon. Okay, there they are. Yeah, just follow the road. Come on. Come on, speed up. Dum, 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 dum. Ooh. A nice little bridge. But we have to go. Just follow the path here. Come on.
Yeah.
Ooh. Crap. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, let's slow down a little bit. It's looking quite nice. I love the forest in this game. It's really well designed. Uh-oh. What happened here? Oh my god. Oh no.
What are you doing, you murderer?
Oh, what the heck is this?
What on earth are you talking about?
What are you doing here? Nearby a corpse. Nearby a murder.
I'm hunting commons here. I'm in service of Sir Radzig.
I'm travelling the province in the service of Sir Radzig Kabila.
Sir Radzig?
Oh nice, succeeded.
Heavens! Begging your pardon. I didn't mean anything. All right. I suppose you're not the guilty one after all.
I'm glad you saw sense. And
Yeah, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here anyway?
What are you getting at?
We're just gonna project. I admit it would be easier. How do I get to bailiff myself? I'm going to report this.
I think I should go and report you. They'll listen to me.
All right then. I did it.
Hmm?
I
That was
didn't want
easy.
to kill her. I just wanted to have a bit of fun. Then she pulled a knife on me. I took it off her. And this is how it ended. You don't have to tell anyone, you know.
So he wanted to rape
And
her.
you won't regret it.
Oh. Can I take the money and kill him? But I don't know if this is possible. I mean, we can kill him anyway and take the money then.
Forget it. I won't be bribed.
Kill him. Just gonna kill him. Screw him. Oh. He's dead, right? He got only 15 groschen. That's like nothing. He got a sword, a knight's leather boots. Ooh, that's good stuff here. Brown hat, it's only 13. It's nothing. Let's get the gold, the knight. Knife. Boots are quite nice. Shirt. I mean, we can take it. We can take everything. This one is stolen. Okay. Bloody rapist. And murderer. Look at those feet. Here, let's take everything. Poor woman. I mean, we can take it and sell it, right? Let's go. Oh, there's the camp. Nice. Very nice. Any bandits there? Who's this guy? Hello. Oh, nice spokesman.
My respects to you.
Hello. Hello, dear sir. I'm looking for a ginger.
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof.
Then why don't you look for him at the stud farm?
He was there, but now they say he's hiding amongst some charcoal burners.
And where did you hear that? Anyhow, there's no one of that description here. Try asking somewhere else.
Look, a terrible crime's been committed at Neuhof, and Sir Radzig wants the culprits found. And here you are making it harder for me.
Well, if
Oh, nice,
you've been
succeeded
sent by
again.
Sir Radzig, you can deal with those two criminals who've been lurking around asking about the same boy.
Okay.
And do you know where they are?
They won't be far, but I don't know where exactly. From here they headed south, so maybe try there. There are plenty of good hiding places around.
Okay.
So you're saying I should find them and kill them?
Just see to it they can't cause any trouble here. And then I'll tell you everything I know.
They are already dead. Not yet. We killed someone else. I have to talk to Ginger first. Yeah, maybe.
There's no time for that now. First, I have to speak with Ginger.
You'll never get to talk to Ginger if they kill him first, will you? Is that the kind of justice you want?
That's fair. I'll look for them.
The words
Justice.
of a true man.
I don't know.
Once you take care of them, come back and we'll talk. May the Lord watch over you.
Okay. Not sure if this is justice he's talking about, but more like revenge, I guess. But okay, let's go. Let's try to find them. There is something like a path or something like this. In the south. So yeah, let's just have a look. See what we can find in the forest. Oh, nice, got a new level in horsemanship. The question is, how do you find them? Should be a camp, right? This is a camp, but I guess, yeah, that's the hunter. Maybe he knows something. Hello, good sir. A poacher.
What'll it be?
Have you anything to
Tell
sell?
me what you have for sale.
Yeah, we don't care about that. But poacher. A lot of meat. Look at this. Wow. Salami. Rump. Not bad. Not bad. Can we sell something to him? I mean, he's a poacher, so maybe he will accept this stuff here. Shirt. Everyday dress. But I think I will keep the boots. They're kind of nice. A wimple. Yeah, he can have one. Let's haggle.
Do you want to buy some game?
Okay. Huh? Oh.
Is there anything you'd like to buy?
Okay, never mind. Have I sold the items now? Or don't? Oh, what happened there? I sold them? I wanted to haggle. Okay, whatever.
Come this way, neighbour, for the finest game around.
That's quite nice. Yeah, I guess he doesn't have the ED license to hunt, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't care. Oops. Oops. Let's go back. Ooh. Guess it won't be easy to find them. But maybe we're lucky. Come on. There's a camp. And there's fire too.
What?
Is this the bandit? Suspicious man, okay.
Greetings, my good man. May I ask you a question?
Ask first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then. We're looking for Ginger, a stable boy at a nearby stud farm. Have you seen him anywhere?
I was just about to ask you two the same thing. I'm looking for him too.
Cool.
Then it's a pity neither of us has found him yet.
Thank heavens I've found you, though. I imagine you two might be able to tell me something about Neuhof. Hmm?
I see. Well, we can give you a little demonstration of what happened there.
What?
No, Corva!
Oh, slutty!
I want to why can I block?
You get what?
Shit!
It's not quite fair.
Is that all you've got?
Wait a minute. Can we eat something? You cannot eat and fight. Okay, that's smart. So we cannot take any potions. Nice. Ow, asshole.
I'm gonna eat. Shit!
Huh? Oh, come on, come. Oh, I cannot block.
Yeah!
I'm dead. I'm gonna die here.
Take that!
Crap.
I'll let you live.
Yeah, I'm so dead.
Is that all you've got? I'm over here.
Crap. I can't use anything here. Man.
You call that combat?
Nope. Well, I can fight. I can fight this guy, hey?
I'll slaughter you.
Here.
Come and get it.
I am dead. Fuck! What's the save point? Oh, please be a good one. Oh, fuck off. Ah, okay, we need to find him again. That was so annoying. I think I'm just gonna use my bow and just attack them from far away. At least try to. Like, I didn't know why, but I could not block, and I lost like half of my life, in like 2 seconds. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I was trying to block. I blame the game, definitely. It's not me. Bloody hell. Ugh. Okay, concentrate. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot where they were. I should have checked on the map. Ah. Hey. So stressful here. Those bloody bandits. Hello. Is this the camp? What's it here? There's the camp, okay. I will stay here. Then a bow. Do we have arrows? No. Let's get the hunting bow and the wounding arrows. Let's go. Let's sneak. No.
What's that? Hey, who's there?
Fuck.
Who's there?
Uh-oh.
You call that combat?
Crap. Oh, please. Why am I losing so much stamina against those guys? What the heck?
Enjoy this.
Yeah, I'm dead. Should I go back to Neuhof and try to speak to that one lad? Maybe try to get some help. They are strong. They're quite strong. Let's go back to Neuhof. Hey. I think it's because of the mace. Like one hit, I have like no stamina.
Stop brandishing that weapon.
Yeah. Where's Captain? Here. Captain Bernard.
I'll be with you.
Can we... I need to help with killers. Nice.
I need help.
Is that so? What's the matter? Did you lose your way?
No,
Yes.
I found those bandits. They want to kill Ginger.
Fuck! We need him alive.
Nice.
How many of them are there?
Just 2, but they're tough-looking brutes.
Yeah.
We'll see about that. After them. Lead the way.
Nice.
May the Lord watch over you.
Cool, cool, cool. Very good. So I don't have to fight them alone. Oh, here we are.
Gone weak at the knee.
Look at them. Look at Bernard. It was like one hit and the guy was dead. Lol.
Go ahead and gather your strength. You need it.
Take that.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh, nice. Look at Bernard. Lol. Lol. Not bad.
Fuck! Are they still alive? The filthy bastards! They should have hanged for this.
Yeah.
Shit! Still breathing? Hold on. Leave them here to rot. They'll make a nice morsel for the foxes. Good work, man.
Where's his bot?
There's 2 fewer criminals. than prey on
His
honest folk.
mace, I mean.
Hurry up.
Where's his weapon? Oh, apples. Boyd, nice. Get some gold. Silvering, nice. This, yeah. Let's pick up the blade. Let's have a look at this sword. Mercenary, okay. Bedfellow. Is it any good? Light 7. I'm just gonna drop it here. This other guy's mace, where is it? Not here. Hello. Okay, let's go back now. Cool. It's quite nice as it does, you know, that they helped us. So we didn't have to fight him alone. Was they were like super strong. Oh, the camp. Is there anything in the camp? Maybe eat something. I'm hungry. 68. Nom. Check the chest. Can I open it? Yeah. This one is easy. Let's go. So, what do we have? Bandages. Let's go. Let's take all of them. That's a lot of crap. So let's go back now. Let's say just through the woods. Jump. But by now, Jesus Christ, it was like one swing and the bandits were dead. Oops. Quite nice. I hope Ginger is there. And jump. Ooh. Hello? Horsey? I'm stuck. My horse is stuck. Come on. Come. Nice.
Hey.
I know something.
Is he inside? Hello.
God be with you, good sir.
So, both are dead now.
You know something about Ginger?
I might have heard something, and if you share a bit of silver with me,
I might share what I know.
Nah.
I'm investigating a crime, not bartering for a chicken.
Well then, I'm sure you've got some silver on you. Just give it to me, and it'll be a done deal.
Huh?
And what if I'd bashed your face in and had you dragged off to the stocks in Ratai?
No need for that.
Repetition
All
loss.
I wanted was a bit of silver, and instead I get the whip.
Spit it out, will you?
Well, fine. I've heard that they're hiding him in some remote cottage at the edge of the forest on the way to Uzhitz.
That didn't hurt too much now, did it?
Farewell.
Okay. But wait a minute. Oh, I think we have to talk to this guy. Ah, that was the phone guy.
Good day to you.
They look all the same.
I've taken care of those two cutthroats.
You don't look like you've been in a fight.
If you don't believe me, go and see for yourself.
All right, all right. All that matters is they've been taken care of.
They're dead. So, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Ginger was here, but the lads hid him away somewhere. I suppose there's no need for that anymore. He's in no danger now, is he? And nor are we.
That's right. You're safe now.
All right. They're hiding him nearby.
Mm-hmm.
A little way along the route to Uzhitz, there's a path to the right leading to a spring. From there, you'll find an overgrown trail to a ruined hut.
Finally, some useful information. Thank you, charcoal burner.
May the Lord watch over you.
Nice. That's a lot of work to find a ginger, eh? There are plenty of them in Ireland. Ha ha ha. Let's go. Can I just... Oh. Just follow the trail here. Oh. Okay. Let's go through the woods. Ah, come on. Come on. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, there's the hut. Plenty of mushrooms. Let's see. Bench. Old bench. Hello. Oh, it's... Oh, no one's sitting here.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Right, one thing at a time.
Okay. Why did you run?
Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Mm-hmm.
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Uzhitz and he has a limp.
Ooh.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Uzhitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know
We are
he
bad
lives
cop.
in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Yeah.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
I have time.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past, and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight, and I started to sneak away. But then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough. But then all the killing started, and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside, and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Okay.
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big.
We killed
That's
4.
all I can remember.
Right. I mean, those 2 in the beginning, and now those 2 bandits with Captain Bernard.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
There's some chocolate. Yeah, nice chocolate from New Zealand. Wellington Roasted Coffee Supreme. Let's have a look.
What about the others?
Oops.
Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
I know how you feel. Louis.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
Ooh.
If you
Nice.
had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still.
There was nothing you could do.
Ooh, it's quite nice paper.
That's all.
Yeah, we know
I've heard
enough.
everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around.
They're dead.
Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but...
What?
But what?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
Just try, and you'll see whether they drive you away or not. But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for your
Whatever
help.
clue.
God bless you.
Nice. I mean, you were just afraid. So, yeah, happens. Quite nice. Fast travel. I know.
You fucking sticky kid. I'll fucking show you.
What? What?
Enjoy this.
Is he drunk? Just a bandit. We can just kill him. Skill mace. There you go. Bloody bandit. Now you're dead. Ooh. Nice. potion. And we can carry more now because we've got like 1 point in strength. That's quite nice. Potions. Preserver. Spirits. Very nice. Thank you. Let's go, Pebbles. So, let's go back to Bergenla. Is actually still at the Neuhof. I guess it just stays there, right? Yeah. Even though it's late. Woof woof. Yeah. Captain? Oh, Captain, my Captain.
God be with you.
They have finished. I know who attacked Neuhof.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around at Ujits.
Okay.
We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Okay. And they're finished? Who is finished? Ooh.
Well, that's that.
Aye.
Ah.
Less evil in the world now.
Okay.
It's just a shame we couldn't squeeze anything out of them. They probably could have told us some interesting things.
They would have talked if they meant to. What's done is done.
True. And how do you fare? Have you found anything?
I found him, talked to him,
I did. I've questioned Ginger.
Well, now, you do surprise me. What did you find out? Was he mixed up with that gang?
No, he had nothing to do with it. But he recognized one of the bandits and fled in fear.
No wonder. They would have cut his throat to silence him. Who did he recognize?
Some fellow with a limp. From Ujits.
Seems you've got a nose for those whore sons.
yeah.
I wonder if you can find that other one while you're at it. All right, then. You did your job. Better go and report to Sir Radzig, and he'll decide what to do next.
Okay.
I'll be with you.
Gotta go back. Let's go back. Oh. Is it him? He's here. He came with us.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Bandits, yeah.
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
In brief then. Everything, we have time, yeah? Let's not spare the details.
One of the Neuhof stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognized one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. The rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
Yeah.
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right?
Yeah.
And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me.
Okay.
I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Oh, we got gold. Nice.
Why choose Merhayed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
So
okay,
we're going
I
to try
see.
the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them, They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what?
Chaos.
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
The
Użyć.
trail leads to Użyc. I found out one of the bandits is from there, a fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
Limpy Lubosh.
What else?
That's all I've found out so far, sir.
All right. Come back and report to me as soon as you learn anything new.
Limpy Lubosh.
Farewell.
Shut up. Shut up, dog. Okay, let's go. Is this my horse? Yeah. So we're gonna go back to Użyc now. Użyc. Where is it? Let's go. Ooh. A pilgrim. Is this another? No, let's just go. No. He's not alone. It's like so dark. I see nothing. He will try to kill us. I can feel it. Let's go. It's the middle of the night. Find out where the limping bandit lives. Oh, bloody hell, it's so dark. Oh, okay. Wait a minute, can I use my graphics card options to increase the brightness? Wait a minute, how can I do it? In video. Because you cannot do it like in the game, so it's like super annoying. So let me just have a look at my options here. Brightness here maybe. Is it any better? It's like super bright now. But that doesn't look good though, does it? I think we're just gonna sleep or wait here. Nah, it just looks like crap. Nah, don't like it. So, can we sleep here? Have a look. It's a bathhouse or something. Ooh. We can just wait, I think, until like 5. I mean, the game is from 2018. You would expect to have the option to adjust brightness. That's something definitely you should critique or, you know, criticize. In this game, it's not good. So now, okay, let's continue. We're looking for that one lad. What can we do? Energy is 70. That's quite nice. Because we've got the perk, so we don't have to sleep all the time. Let's go to the tavern, I guess. There's no one here. Market. Let's check the question marks. Yeah, here we are. Directly in the middle. I guess they're still sleeping. Yeah. Just let's wait then until 8. I guess 8. 8, 9. That's the time they are waking up. I need to eat something too. Let's eat something. The apples. 74. Bread. 91. Nice. Human dustbin. Yeah, perfect. So maybe he knows something.
Gotta be with you.
Yeah, the fellow with the limp.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Ratai.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed, there is.
Oh, no.
Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle.
Ken je het goed?
And that's not all.
Clean.
Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables.
Ja,
When
dat
the
crazy
head
lad.
groom told the lads here, they fell off
Ja,
their
sing the
seats
horses.
laughing.
Okay, let's go. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Doot, doot, doot.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry. So, where is he? That lump. It's his house. It's quite big. Ooh, what's going on here? Limpy the Bosch. What's going on? He's dead. They killed him.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
Speak.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz.
Mm-hmm.
And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folks at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh.
Ooh.
Or all that's left of him.
That's a lot of blood. What the heck? Okay.
Zuckrprinz. Nothing's ever easy.
Okay.
I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Jesus. Can we see it again? Oof.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Yeah, it sounds just like I knew. A lad who would just drink a lot and he'd get in trouble, but not like a bandit, right?
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Maybe he was dead then. Or drunk. Can we enter? Yeah, let's have a look. Wow. That's creepy. Look at the guts. Oh. Welcome to the Noble Society. That's disappointing. Hello, Alpha Shack. What's up? Good timing, eh?
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned
Disgusting.
him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
What was this though?
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death?
Oh yeah.
That would explain why he didn't scream.
What's this? Can you read this? Ooh, okay.
Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? Why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
I think there's like more to the story than we know. Anything else?
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Jesus. Okay. Let's eat his stuff. I mean, he's dead, so he doesn't need anything here, right? It's a chest. So I can get some new items here. No. We're not robbing, he's dead. A lot of food. Nice. Oh. Nourishment 114. Okay. Let's get rid of the apples then. Oh yeah, we can move down to the horse. Right. I forgot. Maybe a brown hat too. Just move to the horse. Everything. So we can carry enough.
A bed. A bed.
Yeah. Is there anything more? Maybe here.
Nothing here.
Maybe in the chest. Wait a minute. Or is it here? Easy peasy. Nothing special. There's blood here. So maybe he opened the door, then they hit him. Like in blood. on the door also here, and drag him inside and then kill them here. Same thing in the kitchen. No. Okay.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Le
Another
Bosch.
thing about Lubosh.
But there's nothing here.
Good luck to you.
Do we have to go back to... So, Captain Bernard. I really try to speak to someone else though, like to the neighbors. That's so dark, come on. This one is locked. Yeah, let's try the neighbors. Bum, 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 bum. Hello.
What's going on? It came from over here.
Hello.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Lubosh.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this
Who
Lubosh?
was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
We have to try to find a priest.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go then to the church.
Goodbye.
Chicken. Woof, woof. Where's the church though? In the middle, right? The middle of the city. We have to go all the way back. Okay, I'll just fast travel. Hello. Hopefully the priest is here. Oh, there's someone. Was he fighting? Oh, like fighting, but like practicing sword fight. A monk, a priest. Hello. What are you doing? Ow!
Ha!
Oh.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanosh is employing children as investigators.
Wow.
But ask as you wish, boy.
So rude.
I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an
I mean,
exception.
he's dead. Come on.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
Oof. I will get the confession out of you by force. Yeah, of course. But I want and good, I think. You could condemn innocent people to death. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can.
I'd failed.
Because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Thank you, Father.
I think he's going to talk when he's drunk, right? So. Okay. It's a shrine, eh? Okay. Is this normal? Is this normal? So, what do we do now? The priest, Lubosh. You could try talking to someone else, though. Maybe at the market.
Mushrooms, apples, carrots, cabbage.
Hello. Hello, good sir.
God be with you.
Do you know Lubosh?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in North.
Skip this one.
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark.
Maybe he killed one of the bandits.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care now.
I think like he killed someone. And that's why he went to the priest. Probably like one of the bandits. And that's why they came for him and killed him. Hence Judas. It's possible, I think. Okay, maybe talk to Scribble. Maybe he knows something. Dum, 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 dum. Hello.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Skip this one again.
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Yeah, he was hiding, I guess.
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosch used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
I mean, then it doesn't make any sense, like, him being involved with the bandits, right?
Who's there?
If he was, like, always alone.
Answer me. Jesus Christ. Your clothes. Were you assaulted? Damn bandits. May they burn in hell.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa.
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosch who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same dialogue.
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church.
It's the same dialogue with the villagers.
Thank you.
Should we go to the bakery? Lumia?
My respects to you.
Hello.
I've come in the name of Sir
I don't know anything about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosch who was murdered.
I didn't really know him. He kept to him.
Have you noticed anything?
Come to think of it, he was in charge.
Okay, so this is like all the same. Nothing.
That's all. Thank you.
So they're just repeating same dialogue. He was a loner and he went to the priest. Okay, so I think we've just have to wait until the evening. How late is it though? 11. Wow. Or it's... we could go to Talmberg and see what Lady Stephanie is doing. Oh. Hello? No. And we can maybe also like sleep until the evening. It takes roughly 1 hour to get to Auschwitz, so should be fine. Hello. How is this going? Hello. A villager, okay. Lady Stephanie, I don't think she's here, right? In the kitchen, no. Let's go up. There she is. Can we talk to her? Hello? It's a robot?
God be with you.
Hand over the trophies. Trophies? Huh? Trophies?
I have some trophies. Show me. They deserved it, the bastards.
Oh, there.
Farewell.
Okay. Maybe can't talk to her. Why not? Then let's sleep. I would say until 4 for 3 hours. Dum dum dum. Dum. Nice. Is she still eating? No. Is she up? Not here. Is she praying again? Oops. Yeah. Hello.
Good health to you, Henry.
If you can't talk to her, why not? There's no There's no dialogue option.
Hey.
Okay. Hello. I guess she just only used us for her pleasure, and then she doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Okay. Let's go back to Ujits. Man. Dum, 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 dum. At 6, we should be able to talk to the priest and go to the tavern and then drink something. Where's the church there? Oops. Stay here. Can we go, please?
Have you thought of a way to help me solve that murder?
Let's leave it for the evening. Come to the tavern
Sunset.
after sunset and talk it over.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. I think we just have to wait for like 1 hour, so should be fine. Just gonna wait here. Oh, 3 hours, okay. Where's the priest? Is he inside? Hello. There he is. Hello. Let's sit down. Ah, it's a long day.
1 ale over here, please.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything, but maybe we can work something out.
Mhm.
First, I'd like to hear something about you, my
Oh.
son.
My pleasure.
With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I am from Skalitz.
I'm from Skalitz.
There.
Oh,
Satisfied?
I'm sorry.
Jolly.
What about your kin?
All dead.
The best
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovno. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujits, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyel? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumors aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was
We never
raided by
really option
bandits,
to.
but they didn't come to pillage.
Did you
or
see in
even
his
take the
dialogue?
horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarreled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed.
Yep.
Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I have nothing to drink, by
I
the
told
way.
you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
I was a knight, eh?
This is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed,
That's
they
true.
won't trust anyone, and
There's a
that's
point.
worse than even the most hideous crime.
I'll have a beer.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
Nice.
What?
What is it?
If I tell you what Lubos told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret.
Uh-huh.
But first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits is in Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
Maybe he's going to
It has
sing
to
or
be something
something.
topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus
Oh, we know him.
started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is
Yeah, he's
preaching,
handsome, that's why.
and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupt
It's quite
by
dramatic.
longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution.
Yeah.
What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and
True.
needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs. While Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head.
He's super angry.
Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Yeah, quite a good
Oh,
one.
the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I
Wait a
drink
minute,
with
it's gonna
them
change.
and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
What's going on here? Huh? Why is he so mad suddenly?
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
I mean, this is why the church split, right?
They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
One beer for me.
I'll meet later with Martin Luther.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Cool, we can read.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Oh yeah.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. It's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
I have nothing to drink though. Yeah, I just said that's a good plan. Drinking.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
You have reached a new level in drinking. Very good. Ooh. Ooh, nice. Nice chicken. That's a cool priest, eh? Oh, hey. Is he really a priest? Someone's having fun.
Enough of this.
Oh, crap.
Bailiff, come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long
Oh,
gone.
crap.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh, come on.
You looking for a fight? Henry,
Wait, are
back
they going to fight with the priest? Oh crap. Oh crap. We're going to fight here. Oh no. But I'm like super drunk. Oh crap. Get up.
Come on, get it.
Get him in his back.
Thou shalt not hurt thy neighbor.
So I see nothing. Ooh. That was quick. Who? What the heck? What? He's so drunk.
I'd love to.
Wait a minute.
Henry too, I'm sure. Right, Henry.
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind?
Wait a minute. Are we going to have sexy time here, or what's going on? Ooh. With the priest.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Okay, maybe not. Oh no. Still there, the ladies.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
Lol. In the middle of the night.
This is wonderful.
Oh boy.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Is he going to tell us about the lumpy lump?
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
What's going on there? Oh, boobies for the first time.
Mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Ay, 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 ay. Here we go. Oh, what the heck is going on here? Hello? Meh? What am I supposed to do? Hello?
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Yeah, a little bit strange, but okay. A lot of fun. Totally wasted.
Godwin, you beast!
Who's this?
Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you?
Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time.
Oh, why not?
There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. My poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about?
Is someone coming?
Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something.
Isn't it like Sunday now?
What have I forgotten? Where the fuck am I? What the fuck was it? Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass.
Yeah,
I gotta say mass.
it's Sunday.
You have to help me.
What?
How? You're the priest. I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me. I'd like to help you, but you can. You can do the sermon for me.
Huh?
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there.
Oh boy.
Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night.
A little bit, yes.
If the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Ooh. Ooh. That's a good trade. Oh, okay. A new level in drinking. Perfect. We'll never get away with it.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Ooh, okay.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Okay, can we get something here? No. And who is this, by the way? Oh, Goblin's concubine, okay. Hello. And where's the other one? Okay, let's follow him. Dum, 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 dum. That was quite fun. And unexpected. Let's go. Ooh. Reputation lost. Why? Huh? Still totally wasted.
I thought he'd never show up. The swill pup.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
Everyone knows.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God. Any minute now he'll throw up.
Ay.
Animals, I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
Don't drop it.
Panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas.
I think that part is new.
Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
Isn't he supposed to drink wine? Oh, that's the
Brothers and sisters,
that's her from yesterday.
you may
isn't
have
it?
had the honor
Isn't she?
of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who's here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching.
Oh, that's really fun.
Managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Ay.
Curious which one of them will puke first.
Same. So, let's go. There's no time limit. That's good. So we can do it slowly. Let me just drink something. Begin the sermon confidently. Start Simon. Start modest sermon. Let's start with some confidence, should we?
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
That boy has a cheek.
Oh, no.
Creation has given to every man the power by which he might rule the whole world.
There's actually timer on the
That
dial.
power does not give him the right to rule. That right belongs to God alone. It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, enemies, injustice, hunger and chaos, failed harvests, fires, floods and other catastrophes. And it is all
Failed?
due to
Oh no.
the corrupt servants of God who do not practice what they preach. They think sins can be washed away by money, and they sell indulgences, and that's bad. Because sins cannot be redeemed with silver.
Prague didn't do much for his confidence.
Oh crap.
And what sins? They live with harlots and keep concubines, even though only marital intercourse for the purpose of procreation is pure. If someone takes a woman or man only to satisfy their own lust, who seduces them to do so but Satan?
Boo.
And how much darker the sin if that man is a servant of the church? Who can turn his face to God, who fornicates and then puts on priestly robes?
Nothing we don't know about already.
Hey.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates! Away with them!
Hey.
Fortunate to have our good Father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
Hooray!
Hear my words then. The church is corrupt, and her servants seek their own gain more than the salvation of your souls. A priest who fornicates and indulges in gluttony and intoxication is no priest at all. You would do better to be your own priests, each and every one of you, for you have no need for such Pharisees and hypocrites to attain salvation.
That's too much, mate. That's too much.
Down with the hypocrites. Down with Godwin.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
Was it any good? Oh. What's going on?
Have you no shame, you pair of buffoons? I'll be right to the bishop of this. For shame.
Utterly blasphemous.
Can you
Oh,
believe
crap.
such behavior? For men of the cloth to get drunk as pigs in church.
Oopsie.
So, is our deal still on?
Are you pulling my fucking pizzle? I couldn't have done worse myself if I'd puked on the altar.
I'm no preacher.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh,
I
fuck.
wasn't the only one.
Nah.
You can't be serious. After all that?
All what? All you making a complete hash of my sermon? You were supposed to help, not get me into even more trouble. Now I'll have the bishop on my back and all the villagers. Just leave. I need to pull myself together.
And what am I supposed to do?
Find someone else to help you.
Oh, come on. Oops. Oops. What a mess. What a mess. So we failed the quest.
Always in the evening, while there's still a bit of light, she sits down and gets on with it.
Greetings.
She's quite deaf.
What do you need?
But you only cut the tree down last fall.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if...
I showed a couple of pieces.
There is nothing. Oh. Okay.
The one I buy goods
Take
from.
care.
And he said right away, he'll take them. And how much do I want for them?
Well, at least you've got
I
it
was
done.
surprised myself.
You could have waited,
But I
though.
wasn't sure.
I'd
that
have given you
he'd
a
even
hand
want
with
to
it.
sell them.
Way my back
Huh?
So I asked for a high price. And he says, that's fine. And started counting out the coin there and then.
Just like that. What I heard about him, he's a right skinflint. And what did Betty have to say?
She was well pleased, as you can imagine.
What's going on here?
God be with you. What can I do for you?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Leica. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can...
Yeah, that's all the same stuff. Ah, crap. What do we do now?
May the Lord watch over you.
Hmm. Okay.
Aye, they are. May have mercy on their souls.
Where's the priest? Still kinda drunk. Hangover and drunk, yeah. Oof. Where are my clothes? Check armor. Here we go. I think those bits are better, right? More expensive at least. Silver ring. Shirt from Stephanie. Weapons. Here we go. Let's get the bow and arrows. I think we're fine, right? Got everything. Oh, garment. We don't have a garment. No. So he's sleeping. Can we wake him up? Okay, nothing. So I guess the quest failed, or at least. Yeah. They depart with the priest. Unlucky. Ooh, what do we do then? What do we do then? It's not good. I mean, we've talked to everyone, and they don't know anything. What's up,
My
my friend?
respects to you.
Do you know anything?
I've come in the name of Sir Han.
I don't know nothing about it.
That man Lubot.
I didn't really know him. He kept...
Yeah, okay.
That's all. Thank you.
We're gonna play dice. Hello.
Good luck then.
Innkeeper maybe again.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I've come in the name of...
I don't know nothing about...
Okay.
That's all.
I think it's like everyone said about the priest, right? They mentioned the priest and Bluebush talking to him. Oh, it's locked. Why?
Look out.
There's no one here. Okay. I guess we're gonna go back then. Crap. Let's go back to North. Yay. Yeah, let's maybe... Let's maybe try to talk to Kutuba now. Maybe they have... Oh, he has some idea what to do now. Hey. Oh no. But at least we have seen some boobies, so that's quite good. That's an accomplishment. Because always when you go to the bathhouse, there's no boobies involved, so we don't see them. So yeah, great success. Oh wait a minute, they're not here. Hello. Zora. Who is Zora?
God be with you. What can I do for you?
Ooh, we can buy
I'd like to
horses
buy a
here.
horse.
I just want to see the
I'm glad
price.
to hear it. We're badly in need of Have you looked them over?
I have.
The best there are. Is there one in particular you fancy?
Yeah, just give me the price. Boxer, Tulpa, Alburak. I would like to know the price though. Yeah.
I'll have to think it over.
Goodbye.
remove the horses though. But Bernard is not here. Do we have to go back to Ratai? Yeah, okay. Dum 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 dum. Check the quest again. The summer was a disaster. To wonder the villagers didn't burn at the stake, yeah. I have to ask around if anyone else knows about Lubos. Seratsek or Sehanush. How late is it? I'm gonna go back through the Rathai because we have a quest with. Yeah, with what was her name? Teresa, yeah. Maybe we just have to wait like for a day or something and then go back and talk to the priest. Ta-dum. Ta-dum, ta-dum. Hello.
Shouldn't you tidy yourself up a bit?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
How about now? Fancy a walk to the town?
That sounds wonderful. Everyone says the Broken Wheel Tavern is the fun place to be in the evening. I want you to take me there.
Okay, let's go. Let's drink something.
Have you ever been to a tavern?
Me and my father used to stop at the tavern in the glade when he was taking the flour into town, but he never wanted to take me inside. What do you think, Hal? Shall we go?
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
I don't see why not. But you'll have to try some ale while you're there.
I will. I promise.
Let's be going then.
Are we following her or? Yeah.
Go to taverns a lot, do you?
Sometimes. If I want a proper meal, I have
Alessandra's messed up.
You wouldn't want to eat the stuff I cook.
That's true. I haven't forgotten that bet you made back in Skalitz that time.
Don't talk about those oat cakes. Fritz's belly heaves at the very mention, even now.
And that's where you go to woo wenches, is it?
The taverns and baths are where the best ones gather.
You lout.
There's no need to take it the wrong way.
I'm not taking it any way at all.
It's all right. I'm only joking. I don't go picking up women in taverns. I prefer a different sort.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Might that be?
What was yesterday with the priest?
You're such a...
Come on then.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, good. We can skip. Dun, dun.
So, here we are. Shall we order something?
Yes, definitely.
Service.
Oh,
Service.
lovebirds. What would you like to order?
Oh. Oh, can't order. Okay.
Is it all right?
It's excellent.
What does it do?
This ale, there's no better in the province.
You know what?
Yeah.
What?
What's she going to do? She's going to. Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh,
but really?
yes,
Dancing.
yes. Oh, come on, be brave.
No, I've never...
Hand on my hip.
I don't even know how.
And off we go.
But really,
Cheers.
I don't know how.
You're doing just fine.
All right.
You're floating.
Oh,
All right.
it's fine. Not so bad. You wore me out.
And you said you couldn't dance.
And who is this?
Dance with a real man.
Oh, fucking hell.
How about you leave me alone and bother someone else?
Oh, come on. It's a crime
Let's
to
kick in
waste
there.
a body
Kick
like
his
that
ass.
on a
Come on.
scrawny boy like him. You got tits like a cow in calf. That's
Uh-oh.
it. I like a woman to fight before I fuck her.
Come on, let's go. Let's kill him.
You'll pay for that, boy.
Let's kill him. Give me my mace. Can I use my mace, please? Come on.
Ow.
Ooh, fucking hell. Can I take my... Come on, boy. Fist fight, huh? Not fist fight. I'm gonna use my mace. I'm gonna kill you, eh? Bloody asshole. Ooh. Fist. Ooh. Ouch. Ow! Come on. Oh, we don't have stamina, that's why. Let's block, let's block. Come on. Block, 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 block. Why is he so fast?
Ow.
Hello?
Come on then, horse son.
Hey. That's not nice.
Take that.
That's not nice. Get him, get him, get him. Get him, get him. Let's kick his ass. Nice. One more time, one more time. Come on, kill him. In the barn. Nice. Can you finish him off? No?
My hero. Does it hurt?
Nah, we're fine.
Worry about the other fella. I'm fine. Ow!
Of course you are. That's why you wince every time I touch you. You saw him off, though. He wasn't feeling so playful after you'd finished with him.
That tickles.
Easy peasy.
Baby.
Uh-oh. They're going to kiss, huh? No. Oh, come on. That was the perfect timing.
So, you'll probably be fine. But try to give your hands some rest. Don't go lifting anything too heavy.
Thank you. Can I take you home?
You never give up. Are you sure you don't need a bit more rest? I can find my own way home.
I'll manage those few extra steps.
Come on then, hero.
I'll give you this. Nights out with you might be painful, but they're never boring.
I do my best.
You should go in before Peshek starts fretting.
Come on. Like Henry, no? I mean...
Oh.
Aye. Okay, so there's this one too. Let's check the perks. Do we have anything? Yeah, we you can skill up here. Strength. Heavy swing. What's heavy swing? Your attacks cause greater damage, but cost you 10% more stamina. Headcracker. You have a 10% greater chance of knocking out an opponent by a blow to the head. With a blow to the head. Or mule. I think I'll go for mule, so we can like carry more stuff. Yeah. Let's get this one. And we have a skill in drinking too. The beer you get is 50% weaker, so you can drink more, but one is twice as strong. Drinking habit. Under the influence of alcohol, your hand will shake 25% less, and your bow skill is higher by 2. Ooh. But when you're sober, your hand will shake 25% more. It's not a drinking habit, it's addiction, I would say. Wine or beer? I don't like the skills though. I think we're gonna wait till level 7 and then use the skill then, I think, the perk. When drunk, you get up +1 bonus on speech and charisma. Through Slav. You're drunk on 50% less alcohol. That's not bad. Drunk. Lose tongue. Whoops. I think we're gonna hold on to the perk point. Beer. Wine. The wine you get is 50% weaker. I don't know, this might be like important later in the game. When we like drink wine maybe with nobles, or when we drink beer with the common folk. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep to the point right now. I have no idea what to do with this. With 6 herbalism, you could skill also to 7. I think reading too, it's 5. I think next one is on 6, right? Isn't it? And 7, okay. Buffs. Okay, nothing here, nothing. We level 7, nice. 100, 145. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's sleep. Hey, what? Do we have anything to store? Weapons? Can we wield the sword? Yes, we can actually. Agility 6, charisma 7, defense. I'm gonna keep the sword then. Armor. Should we try selling it? Just gonna store for now. Silver rings, both of them. Okay, food. What's up with food? Aqua Vitalis. Cheap wine. Carrots. Fruit. Do we have enough? Oh yeah, the meat for the monastery. Could deliver the meat too. Do we have enough? Do we have enough though? What is it in God's hand? Johanka, yeah, exactly. Activities. Green-eyed monster. Sticky Farmer's Amulet. Oh, okay. It was the other quest. Let's get some meat, should we? We could go back to the hunting location. And then take the meat and go to the monastery. Give it to the refugees. So we're gonna sleep until 6. Comfort, nourishment, 97. It's okay. Let's sleep. But I'm gonna call it a day. I'm a little bit tired, to be honest, today. Don't feel well. So yeah, we're gonna continue here tomorrow, I think. That's a good thing, spot or place. Time to stop and continue tomorrow. I don't know, I just don't feel well today. So, here we go. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy yourself. And see you next time with more Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's a fun game. So today was also fun with the priest, but we messed up the quest. So we have to think what to do now and how to fix it. How to find the rebels, not the rebels, the bandits, right? Those are the bandits. Anyway, have a good one. I'm gonna rest, but I don't know. My stomach doesn't feel well. Anyway, good fight, good night. Take a blessing. And see you next time, right? Bye bye.